Hello everybody, ShiroOakami here, and welcome back to another episode of Terraria Master Mode. Last time, I defeated Deerclops and Queen Bee, making good progress towards gearing up for the inevitable Skeletron fight. Speaking of which, that's the main goal of today's episode, beating the big bad skull and looting the dungeon to get another step closer to defeating the Wall of Flesh. I did most of the preparations off screen and I'll go over them in a second, but of course there's a bit of cleanup I saved for the episode, the big one being locating the shimmer and finally getting my hands on the Terraspark boots. While I pinpoint the location, here's what's happened since episode 7. So, a lot of things in my inventory are different. I swapped around a couple pets, I did some Old Ones army runs that got a little difficult, but managed to get the Squire's Shield out of it, so I can have more summons out. Speaking of which, I also got the Vampire Frog Staff, so now I can mix way more minions. In terms of progression, I now have the Molten Pick and Hamax, I now have the Golden Fishing Rod, Golden Bug Net, and the Magic Conch. So I now have quick teleports to the ocean, and it's not going to be a pain to try and do any of those fishing quests if I want to get some more materials off screen. I know I said in the past that I did fishing off screen, but this really was the big one in terms of making progress. It was a lot of quests and a lot of skipping days with the bed. Also made some summoning potions since I was making way on the fishing progress. I prepared a tiny arena for Skeletron. Well, I guess it's not necessarily tiny, but it is a little small to the point where it's a little concerning whether or not it's going to be big enough to actually have the fight go well. We'll just have to see how it goes. If it doesn't go well the first time, luckily there's infinite tries and it doesn't take a lot of effort to re-battle him, so I can always just make it bigger and skip through that. Alongside the Vampire Frog Staff, I managed to get an Obsidian Rose and create the Frostspark boost by fishing up some ice skates through a chest. I'm not entirely sure where the shimmer is going to be exactly. My calculations put it around 3,596 east, but that's a little too close to the ocean, I believe? I guess there's no harm in digging down, but I'm going to stay a little bit away from it, just in case. So, I gave you guys a look at my inventory earlier, but I have a few choice items that I want to shimmer. A couple that are just interesting, but most of the progression-based ones are permanent buff ones. The big ones, probably getting the Lava Charm by shimmering the Magma Stone. After last episode, I knew that I wasn't crazy. So, apparently the recipe's changed. I technically already had what I needed to in a previous update, but now there's just an extra step of needing to find the shimmer so I can turn the Magma Stone into the Lava Charm, then combine the Obsidian Skull with the Lava Charm, combine that Magma Skull that you get from that with the Obsidian Rose, get the Molten Skull Rose, and then create the Lava Waders and the Terraspark Boots. Luckily, I also had some Water Walking Boots. I thought I didn't have any on hand, but turns out I just put them in my second preset, which I think I took them off of? I'll check in a second, but I'm pretty sure that the shimmer is probably going to be really, really deep underground. If what I'm remembering is correct and the info that I got is up to date. I could have hallucinated it, but I distinctly remember my jungle biome having the little chest segments. I don't even know what they're called. The little houses with chests in them. It was made of gold bricks, which is supposedly an indicator that they're going to be pretty far deep, closer to lava than I would normally like. Oh god. Oh my gosh, I can feel shivers running down my spine with the way that I'm in this biome. I did not miss this. But it's a pretty good reminder that eventually I will have to suck it up and farm spiders so I can continue summoning class. I'm not excited for that. And who knows? Maybe I'll just do it off screen instead of dedicating an episode to my torment and misery. I've already had enough of those, right? And who knows? This one might be the same. This place is so big. When I tell you that one of the big things stopping me from getting Terraria in the first place was learning that spiders were enemies in here and they were huge, I am not kidding. My arachnophobia, I doubt is as serious as a lot of other people, but I definitely get jumpy from anything resembling a spider, especially in video games. I can watch a video of people playing spider video games just fine. There's a disconnect that it's not real. But as soon as my hands are on the controls, I start to panic. And it's extremely humbling when the spiders don't look all too realistic and you think to yourself, oh, it'll be fine, I won't get that scared. Maybe a little spooked, but that's just how those kinds of games go. But instead, I'm completely freaking out and screaming at the top of my lungs. Also, hopefully the mic quality is a little better. The background just turned to sparkles, so looks like the shimmer's here, but I don't want to accidentally create some blocks by mixing it with water, so I'm going to try to get myself out of here. Not contaminate the sanctity of our precious liquid, because I think my only alternate option for shimmer is post-Moonlord, and we're not getting there for a hot minute. I'm not even sure if I'm too confident about easily beating Skeletron, because my main focus here, of course, defeat Skeletron, but the real point is going to be exploring the dungeon. I would hope that's what takes up most of the runtime. Editor me in the future can confirm or deny. Anyways, let me get my water walking boots, and let's do some shimmering. Oh my gosh, the shimmer is genuinely so beautiful. I don't remember how much of it was shown in the clip when I grabbed some items from my other world, but I made a whole base in the shimmer, and I'm frankly tempted to do it again, just because the shimmer is really pretty, and since it's so helpful, it would be nice to have a way to fast travel to it. Anyways, our candidates for shimmering are as follows: the obsidian rose, so then we can get some progression going. Uh-oh. Did I read something wrong? Does it not shimmer?
No.
Okay, Hold on. I just realized what I said, and I completely mistook it for the wrong item. I'm shimmering the magma stone and later combining the items with the obsidian rose. Oh my goodness, the reading comprehension is off the charts in the wrong direction. There are so many enemies. Okay, put the magma stone in, and then we get the lava charm. I won't forget the obsidian rose, I promise. It took me so long to get it, I am not leaving it behind. We're also putting in a pylon, the slime gun, pink pearl, an apple, mana crystal, and a life crystal. I will grab all of these items and sink through the floor to get that rose back. Okay. Alright, I have to wait until I actually phase out of existence. Oh my god. This is my worst nightmare. I also see that the web stylus is nearby, so... Hey. Do I have any rooms open? I've seen the little notification for the stylus pretty often, but I haven't actually made any effort to go find her yet. Mostly because I don't think she offers anything that I'm particularly looking for. At least not yet. I'm getting so many goosebumps from farming cobwebs. Let me check if there's a spare room for her first. 1 second. Okay, there is one back at base. Thank goodness I didn't completely destroy this structure yet. Still have a door leading to absolutely nowhere, but good for temporary housing. You also probably have noticed all of the paintings that I've gotten, mostly from fishing, and all the fishing rewards. Anyways, let's get to fusing some more items, so we can finally get the Terraspark boots. Do I remember if I have all of the items? I think so. Okay, just so I don't mess this up, let me double check my notes real quick. So we have the water walking boots, and we now have the lava charm, get the magma skull, okay, the molten skull rose, the lava waders, and finally, Terra Spark boots. Allows flight, super fast running, extra mobility on ice, increased movement speed, the ability to walk on water, honey, and lava, immunity to fire blocks, 7 seconds of immunity from lava, and reduces lava damage. I'm not sure if the Terra Spark boots are supposed to be a no-brainer to add to any set, but I've become so reliant on them on my other save, I thought it would be remiss of me not to get them on this one. Anyways, the other items we have. I could have probably dropped the Ether Pylon back when we were at the Shimmer, but I can always go back and do that later. It is very pretty. I will save it in this barrel for now. We also have Ambrosia. It permanently increases mining and building speed. The Galaxy Pearl, which permanently increases luck. The Arcane Crystal, increasing mana regen. And the Vital Crystal, which boosts life regen. And then the Shimmer Gun, so I can start shimmering people. I don't know if there's anybody in particular that I want to shimmer. I guess there's the achievement. I don't know. It's probably nostalgia, but I'm not too big of a fan of most of the shimmer designs. Mostly just because I'm so used to the OG ones. We'll just keep the golfer shimmered. Consider that his own personal curse. I'll just keep this in my back pocket for now. Now that that's out of the way, it's time to do what we came here for. Time to beat up Skeletron. But first, I'm gonna grab as many buffs as I can and see what time it is. I really should get a watch for my character so I always know what time it is instead of having to rely on the grandfather clock. Anyways, 1 AM. Thank goodness I didn't start the fight or else I'd have another tragedy like last time. I'll see you guys in a second when we skip to the next night. Okay, we are back. Time to get all the setup ready. Guys, do we think this arena is big enough? I'm having a few doubts, but if I get any closer, it's basically going to be in the housing structure. This is only temporary. I also found a lot of bass statues while getting some Oasis crates. What else do I have for prep? Alright, should probably reforge the Terra Spark boots into warding. Honestly, my biggest problem isn't even killing the bosses, it's just not getting hit. So either movement speed or warding would be greatly appreciated. I have warding on, I believe, every single one of my equips other than my boots. I don't mind having them be lucky. If things go wrong, I can manage that. I'll fix it, but I don't have a lot of money to spend anyways. So also got some potions. Summoning Potion, of course. Thorns Potion, Swiftness Potion, Endurance Potion, Iron Skin Potion, and a burger. I am also going to light this place up. I didn't realize how dark it was after I stopped using the Magiluminescence. Okay. Let's get in another imp since it's my highest damaging. Oh right, I didn't drink the potion yet. Okay. Eat the burger. Drink all the potions. Who did I replace with? Frog? Okay, we got a frog.
Hi.
Let's start the battle. I should probably drop the mini-map, right? Stay near the bass statue too. My summons are going to be doing most of the damage. Okay, I think I might have overestimated how large I thought Skeletron was going to be. Though I'm pretty sure I didn't prepare for like 10,000 HP. The extra zombie is a tad bit annoying though. Is a strat? I actually haven't, since it's been a whole year since I beat the, well, a whole year and something since I beat the game, and even longer since I actually fought Skeletron at all. I forgot what the strat was. Did you have to beat both of its hands and then it would just spin at you forever? It's shooting skulls at me. Okay. Okay, so far it's looking like this is going to be a race against time. Or not, if I just keep on a steady pace like this. Okay. This is going a lot better than I thought it would. It's gone a lot better than I'm pretty sure every single fight that I've gone through so far. I don't know why I stopped moving there. And just like that, I think that's kill. Skeletron has been defeated. Well, that was a lot of preparation for what ended up being pretty anticlimactic. Possessed Skull summons a small Skeletron, a skull with unimaginable power dulled. I think it's much cuter than the Zephyrfish, I'm not gonna lie. I guess I'll use my remaining buffs to explore the dungeon now that I can. I will have to make a new base, or some new housing, once I find, who else is trapped down here? The Mechanic. I need Mechanic and Clothier. And I should also take a look at these books, because I forgot which one it is, but I know you can get a book, there's something for shimmering the book. Okay, got the Mechanic. Oh wow, gold pot. Oops! That wasn't supposed to happen. Put all my money back in there. I will take one of these water candles. That will be very helpful for farming in the future. I'll take two of them, actually. Can you make water candles? Okay, so what's the big thing we're looking for here? Oh. Alchemy table. It would be nice to have multiple of those, because I believe you can shimmer through a cycle and get 3 different things for that. Okay, golden, got a golden key, and there's a gold chest. Muramasa, right? Oh, I'm so glad I didn't forget that name. Let's see if... You know what I also realized? I didn't even use my turrets during the boss fight. I completely forgot. I really over-prepped for this, didn't I? Well, if you already watched the... If you watched the Koromon video, you already know how bad I am with overdoing it for some fights, but sometimes it's completely justified, because I'm not exactly great at video games sometimes. Where am I supposed to go? Kinda sad that I don't get to experience the enhanced dungeons since this world was made pre-update. There's no way this is all of it. Okay, I'm guessing over here is the path. Can my summon please help me? Just a little help. Old shaking chest. Oh right, there's a slime we can get down here. Hey. Okay. Fire skeleton. I don't remember that. Wow. What else am I even looking for? Oh right, the spinal tap. I need to get bones. If I don't get enough, I'll do them off screen again, but hopefully I can finally use a new weapon. I probably will also make the Knight's Edge. This is, like... It's going to be a summoner run, first and foremost, but having a melee option that's strong and reliable wouldn't hurt. Let's see, is there anywhere else I can go, or are these both pitfalls? I think they might both be. Yeah, they are. Okay. Am I getting hit by something? I believe defeating Skeletron marks the last boss before the Wall of Flesh, so the next major boss to defeat, we're straight into hard mode after that. Oh my god, I deal so little damage on my own. Tally counter, okay. There are other passive items that I need. I'm a little apprehensive about some placements. Is there a regular chest? Okay, hold on. Let's open this. Oh my gosh, wait, shadow key. I need that. Harold, the clothier, has arrived. I don't know where I have a spare place to live. So I don't know where he's currently sanctioned. Okay, save myself from oncoming death. I kind of forgot how much stuff was down there. Arcane tally counter displays how many monsters have been killed. Got a gun. No bullets to shoot it, but let's just leave it in here. Also, now that I have the Muramasa, I should check what other materials I need if I want to make the rest of them. I think I have enough for the volcano. I don't remember what the name of the jungle one is, but I might need to farm that. So I need the Blood Butcher. I already have the Muramasa. Is it not called the volcano? No, it's called the volcano. Okay. I was looking at a recipe list and that was a different platform. Okay, so how do I create this? Hellstone bars. I can do that. Wait, can I? Do I have any hellstone?
No.
Am I actually gonna have to go back down? I do not have enough hellstone. Okay, well, I need to go down there anyways if I want to use the shadow key. So, Blade of Grass. Okay, I need to go back down to hell. Well, I need to go to the underworld so I can get my hands on some more hellstone. Oh right, I didn't even open the bag yet. Getting a little ahead of myself. First, put everything down. We'll keep the water candles in there for now. Hardbone glove. Shoots crossbones at enemies while you're attacking. I might have a slot open for it eventually if I manage to get a sandstorm in a bottle so I can make the 3 balloon thingies with a horseshoe. Put down the Skeletron relic, and that is almost all the pre-hard mode bosses. We're missing one. I'm gonna have to move all of the stuff back from the Skeletron place. Bewitching table? Put the alchemy table right over here. I don't have anywhere that'll reach. We'll leave it up here for now. They increase the ranges, right? And then we'll save the other one to be shimmered, assuming it's the one I'm thinking of right now. There's a lot more progress being made than I thought it was going to for this episode. Spinal Tap. Holy cow, that's a lot more damage. 40. Performs better against multiple targets than most whips. This goes to 11. Another whip goes into cold storage. Speaking of cold storage, should I play Nosha? Or is it Genosha? However it's pronounced. I know it's officially pronounced something, but that feels wrong to me. Who knows? Maybe I'll play that in the future. I like social deduction games, but I would only play one if I didn't know what was going on, and Genosha, I'm just gonna call it Nosha, is the only one that I have no clue what's going on with. Okay, off to the underworld. I also realized I forgot to activate the war table buff for more turrets. Depending on how much trouble the Wall of Flesh ends up being, which luckily I can test from having so many of the voodoo dolls, I might need to farm in the mushroom, for the mushroom staff. Because there's an option to go all in on it with the spinal tap that's looking a little appealing. I did not I guess this just goes to show I didn't realize how many avenues were opening up just by defeating Skeletron. With how much that I'm relying on minions, I probably should have gotten the bee armor, or should be trying to get the bee armor sometime soon. But I don't really feel like it. I'm gonna be so for real. Can I make flasks? I forgot that the witch doctor sells the imbuing station. Well, I didn't forget that we can sell it. More so that there was anything useful I could make from it this early on. Most of the stuff that you need for it is Hardmode exclusive. I think I can make the flask of poison. It's only stingers, I think. Did I use all of them? I think I used all of them though. Okay, I think that should be enough. Okay, ow. Where was I? Right, I think that should be enough hellstone. Now I want to open some of these purple chests. Might need to sort my inventory a little bit though. I need to be extremely cautious about the voodoo demons unless I want to face some trouble. Okay, number 1. Hurtful Flame Lash. And the treasure magnet increases pickup range for items. Teleportation potions are fun just to use. Oh, okay. Ornate Shadow Key, summon a pet mimic. Does it have the thing where you can use it as... It does have... Wait, no. I'm not looking at it right. It's not Chester. Why did I think you could put items in there? Ah, I mistake it for Chester. Die. I forgot it's not my goat. Let me get this demon out of here first. Look at my dumb chud frog walking into the wall. Hellwing Bow. Ooh, Life Force Potion. Hopefully, the Hollow can overwrite the Crimson on one half of my world, because having 2 patches of Crimson is so annoying. Especially without the Contaminator, Terraformer, whatever, whichever one it is. I think it's no. Is it Contaminator or Terraformer? I think Contaminator is the pre-moonward. Where was I going with this? Right, it's really annoying. Huh? It's really annoying not having too many options to actually handle your world evil outside of using purification powder or having to go as quickly as possible to defeat one of the mechanical bosses so you can get the steampunker. And for that, I will take the liberty of making the universe ugly just so I can clear out the Crimson and the Hollow as quickly as possible. But luckily for everyone else and their grandmother, I will do that off screen because that would be a process that nobody wants to sit through. Especially not me, even on a small world. I've already done it once on a medium and I've had to redo it multiple times because I calculated wrong. Oh right, I also got an enchanted sword while fishing. So I think that's another step towards the Zenith. I think that's all we're going to get from this little adventure. And we have a nice little lantern show in the sky. The mechanic still hasn't moved in yet. I'll make a thing for her before the episode ends, don't worry. Okay, there's a volcano. And that's all 4 swords necessary. Where do you craft it? Oh my gosh, is it going to be an altar? I hate when I'm right. Where are any of the altars? I will say I miss having light. And just like that, there's the Night's Edge. I am going to fall back on this heavily. Well, actually I'm not so sure if I will. I'm probably going to get more damage from using the whip anyways. Oh, it's actually the same amount of damage. Oh, the mechanic already moved in. Here. I was not paying attention. Let's reforge this metal tab first. That's the one I actually care about. Legendary. Well, damn, one of those was way faster than the other. Anyways, I have not been the best in terms of redstone in Minecraft. And that is the same here for all of this wiring stuff in Terraria. But I do know how to use actuators to some degree. It helped a lot with fishing. Anyways, I'm gonna have to buy most of these items if I want to get... Is it called the master plan? Something along those lines. I find it kind of ridiculous that the mechanics rod is here when you can get the golden fishing rod. Admitted, as much as it's fun to clown on the angler, getting the golden fishing rod isn't as arduous as it seems. It just takes time. It's not frustrating, it's time consuming. Well, that was a surprising amount of progress made in a very short amount of time. I think the next off-screen goal is probably going to be getting a sandstorm in a bottle and a couple more red balloons so I can make the bundle of horseshoe balloon things. Next time, I guess we'll be fighting the wall of flesh. I was going to say preparing for it, but with how long it's probably going to take for me to get this episode out and the following one, I'm probably going to set up for it off screen, and then it'll be straight into hard mode. Maybe I'll set up a house in the ether biome. Maybe I'll fix up some more houses around here. It's well past due for some of these people to get better housing structures. Maybe I'll take on the old one's army a couple more times? Who knows? I didn't expect for this episode to go by as quickly as it did. Well, like, subscribe, do whatever you want. I'm not your mom. Check out my Bluesky, there'll be links in the description, or I guess link singular. And that's it for today's episode. ShiroOakami, signing off.